Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, friend protect your neck. She ain't one of the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over my hairstyle. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a hairstyle. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge. So don't push me.
Nigga fix the jersey like he about to do something.
You a shook with Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. My name is.
To take the butt whip.
Like a shadow to the next episode. This explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die. 4 months. Strictly 4 months. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover. Skirt. Lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like the warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money tonight.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Patterson be playing running back too, huh? Damn, he can't even put him on running back.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Bridgewater again. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On second down, here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Gill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Here's Breeze to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Des Bryant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. He
He ran it like that.
Picked off by
He ran it the wrong way.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they?
Boy, this bullshit
Just down the
continues
score,
to go.
they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
Oh, I certainly do, and I think people are wondering how they would respond this season after what happened.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Breeze now. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
Oh, man.
And it's complete. It's Watson.
Yeah.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Shit.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Shit.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The ball going back to the New England Patriots offense here, and it's not official yet. They haven't clinched the AFC East in 2018, but...
Hold on a second. Not official yet?
Well, they're on their way.
Let me just tell you, you don't need many precincts to weigh in on this one. Let's go ahead and call it. They're going to win the AFC East again.
Hey, election day is over. You're living in the past.
Okay,
man.
my bad.
But if they do go on and capture it, it's a 10th straight AFC East title, 15 out of the last 16 years. It is so remarkable the run that they're on.
It really is, and I think a lot of it goes back to talent assessment and putting guys in the right spots. Cordero Patterson could never find his niche as a receiver in the league. They moved him to running back, and he gives them excellent play. Josh Gordon trying to find his way in the league. He's finding it in New England now and giving them big plays. And how about Julian Edelman, back from injury, a college quarterback, now elite slot receiver in the NFL. If they can get Rob Gronkowski fully healthy, look out.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the toss, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
Here we go again. That's why I don't pass. God damn, that was easy. Wow, man, what the fuck am I throwing it to?
The intended target.
The fuck, man?
You know, we've got a pretty big sample size now in the NFL season, Charles. I want to ask you, going back to the draft, who was the biggest steal in 2018?
Well, the biggest steal is Philip Lindsay.
Oh, God, it wasn't even drafted. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
21.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down.
Why is Hightower still not dragging? The man is right there. Hightower.
The 40 to the 39.
Why you not dragging?
Back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Damn, I threw a pick down there like, hey, come on, you can't do it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Breeze on third down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, as we look forward, get closer and closer to the postseason, what do you think if you had to pick the Super Bowl teams right now? Who would you take?
Let me start in the NFC. And I think that the Rams and New Orleans seem to have separated a little bit right now. They seem to be the prime 2 teams. But I'm looking in the NFC South, and the Carolina Panthers would scare the heck out of me if I were anyone in the NFC. Defense continues to get better. Cam Newton having his best season since his MVP year of 2015. Versatile weapons on offense now. I like the momentum that they've been building. On the AFC side, of course, you have to say New England until further notice, naturally. You have to say Kansas City. But I do think that
and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 51 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Breeze now on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze now to throw. Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That was because of Ryan. Why is he going
Very
back?
late in the clock, second quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Flex round! Flex round!
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Demario Davis there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And some room to work. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll run. This is White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Shit.
They'll run it with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Why you can't get him
Now,
damn
obviously, that's
shit?
some good
Why
work
is he
there
playing?
defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's
What is that? Man, come on, man. The fuck, man? All this damn swing
another
shit.
Nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, Breeze again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. and that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now White. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with now 2 4th-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe.
Stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Got it.
Back to throw, Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ginn. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Thomas the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.